Hi, I'm Demra Stamler, and I am a transformation coach, consultant, speaker, and teacher. And today I want to share with you of the four agreements. And we're going to start with the first agreement. And this is from the work of Miguel Ruiz, the four agreements. And maybe you've heard of it. This is what it looks like. You probably have seen the book before. Most people have. It's a little book, 138 pages, but it is power packed with a lot of great information for how to actually live a more life affirming life on a day to day basis. So, hopefully, maybe you've read it. We'll see. But I can tell you, you haven't looked at it from the framework that I'm talking about. What the framework that I use for this work, and my colleague and I, Beth Dewey, work with the work that we're doing together, is it's the four agreements and how they interface with building your dream for the next chapter of your life. So they do interface. They definitely support each other and will help you get through that process even more smoothly. So I want to give you a quick overview of the agreements that we make in our life. What does that mean? We make agreements with ourselves. We make agreements with our parents, our siblings, our children, and our life partner. These are agreements that we've been trained in. They're just running in the background. And these agreements, what we're going to really focus more on today is the agreements we make with ourselves, but they infuse everything in our life. The agreements that we make are part of the foundation of our relationship with others. And the agreements are about who we are, what we believe in, how we behave, the level of joy, love, success, and freedom that we allow ourselves to have. These are the kinds of agreements that we live from. And these agreements, as I said, are running behind the scenes. We're not even aware of them most of the time, but they impact every decision that we make. So we want to become more aware of them. These agreements become a part of our personality. And we're pretty set on these ideas of this is who I am, this is what I believe, this is what I can do, this is what I can't do, this is the most I can have in my life, because most people don't have any more of it. Who do I think I am that I might have more? And this speaks to your dream and your vision for the rest of your life, what you would love that to be. Do you even allow yourself to dream? Do you allow yourself to consider the possibility that you can have a dream for what your life could be like going forward? Those are good questions to ask. But more often than not, these agreements that we've made with ourselves are based on fear, based on old programming, stories we've been told early on, stories about what to believe, what's acceptable, how to make it in the world, what we're capable of. And the four agreements are basic principles that'll help you break those constrictive, disempowering agreements that you've made that are running your life right now. So let's dive into the first agreement. The first agreement is be impeccable with your word. Sounds so simple, doesn't it? And it is yet so very powerful. And if you don't implement any other agreement, but this one will absolutely change your life. So be impeccable with your word. Words have a vibration to them, an energy. Science, physics, they know this. They're measuring the energy of our feelings, and our feelings are directly connected to the words that we use and the words that others use on us, and how we take those in. So the energy of words, the vibration of them, the frequency of that vibration matters. You know, words have a vibration by how it feels when you say them and how it feels when you hear them. And it's not just about the word itself. It's about the intent behind the words you use, the tone you use, the emphasis of the word that you're using within other words. And the same with how other people are speaking to you. There's a vibration there, and it matters that you pay attention to it. So you know this if you really think about it, you're aware of it. The last conversation you had with someone that was challenging, there was an energy behind it. The last time you had conversations with someone that was empowering, there was a vibration to it. Last time you did something and failed at it, the words you said to yourself had a power to them and a vibration. So our words can either harm or they can inspire. Our words matter. So how many of you have come home after a challenging day at work? You just want to be left alone. You want to get some quiet. You want to put your feet up. You want to be left alone. You just want to chill out. But when you get there, someone's there, someone in your home, loved one, maybe even a dear pet, all happy to see you, to maybe jumping up and down, wanting to tell you all about the day, or just want to be petted and whatever it may be. How about, what are the chances are that you'll say something negative, scathing, angry? Pretty good chance, yeah? And let me just say here that this agreement isn't about noticing what happens and shaming ourselves or feeling guilty. We get to feel what we're feeling. If we've had a difficult day, we get to feel that until we're ready to not feel it anymore. But what we can do is notice it, take a few deep breaths, and make amends. And sometimes the amends that you make need to be a few minutes after the fact, because you might need a minute or two to shift yourself out of what you're feeling. This can also happen when you notice it and that an exchange has happened with someone, but they're no longer in front of you, or it wouldn't necessarily be appropriate for you to speak to them about it. And you may have to either wait till a later date, or maybe you're not able to do it at all. But what you can do is still, once you've noticed it, take a few deep breaths and make amends in your mind. You can say to yourself, okay, I wish that didn't go that way. If it were to happen again, here's what I would do. Because here's the thing. When you do that, you're shifting the vibration. You've already lowered or raised, in the case of vibration, to a different level. So it's worthwhile doing, even if you can't fix the problem, make amends. And I also want to encourage you to be patient with yourself. We don't change old habits quickly, as a general rule. And here's the important piece. It's not about progress. It's about perfection. It's actually not about perfection. It's about progress. Did you catch that? It's about progress, not about doing it perfectly. But we get better at it. The more we notice when it's happening. And when someone else is speaking words to us that are disempowering, we get to decide how we're going to respond to that and react to that. We can give them some extra grace. Maybe they're having a tough day. So notice it. Take a deep breath. You get to decide how to respond to it. All right, there's so much more I'd love to share with you about this agreement of being impeccable with your word, and all the ways that not being impeccable with your word shows up in your life when you least expect it, oftentimes. And to that, I want to invite you to take your own personal journey with me through the 4 agreements. I have a 6-week virtual program starting in 2 weeks. It's called the Live a Full Spectrum Life. And we'll learn how to interface these 4 agreements. We'll not only learn how to implement them in our life, but to learn about how to interface with them in terms of moving forward with your dream and your vision for your life. How you can have those tools to make that process so much easier. There's a link below to register. And if you'd like to chat with me personally, then you can email me at demara@awakeneddreamscoaching.com, and we'll set up a time to chat. I would love to do that. In the meantime, start noticing how you use your words. Feel how it feels to speak the words, and recognize the power of being more impeccable with your word. So I'll see you in the next video of the second agreement, which is don't take things personally. Take a deep breath and bye for now.